Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. I want to talk to you about a group that was called Junk Journal Printables and Tutorials, but they've name changed it just to be difficult because it was conflicting. There was a couple of other groups out there that had the similar name, so they've decided to change it to Junk Journal Cafe, home of the Art Tribe. Now, Art Tribe is one group where they do things like watercolours and talking about different artists and techniques and things like that. And then the other side is Creators Club, which is what I want to talk to you about today. Now, Creators Club is basically a monthly kit, but then you get add-ons during the month. There are tutorials for it. There's a lot of support in that group, and everybody just really has an amazing time. Now, I have just added up all the printables for this month so far, and we've come up to 100. So it's not a small kit that you get. The main kit itself here are 33 printables. And then on top of that, you get other kits, you get fussy cuts. There's Scrabble letters this month because there's a competition going on to get the highest numbers from the Scrabble letters, and you will win a prize from Zurn. There have been some amazing ones go out. Rivet is my favourite, and it is still making me laugh because they used the steampunk frog from the kit put Rivet underneath. That is just brilliant. But there's some pretty incredible guesses. So it would be great if you joined the group, you could be part of the competition. It ends next Sunday. Now, Zurn is in America, so obviously if you're in the UK, it'll be the early hours of Monday morning when it ends. But basically Sunday is when it ends. So at the moment, I've not even touched the main kit. This is just add-ons that I'm doing at the moment. Now, this lovely lady here sat on top. Emma designed her. I'm hoping you can see her quite well. If I just got them down, you'll be able to see her, because obviously she's a big girl. This is the full-size Steampunk Fairy. And then obviously all the bits move, so she's posable. You can put her in any pose you like. At the moment, she looks a bit like one of the superheroes, you know, like Superwoman or something, or Wonder Woman. I remember Wonder Woman in her wonderful Union Jack knickers, you know. I mean, but this is one. And I've also printed her off smaller, and she is in the little add-on journal that I've done. So today, I wanted to show the group the topper. Now, a journal topper, basically, is what you would put on top of a journal. Let me just get this one out. What you would do is you would glue it on the front of a journal like this, okay? Or you can pop it inside your journal. That is entirely up to you what you do with it. But Zurn has created this one, which is absolutely lovely. Let me just move that out of the way so you can see properly. Now, the first flap, I've got these in. She's got some lovely little roundels in there. They're absolutely lovely. Now, I've actually backed mine. It's actually been backed and then put some fluff at the top. Here's a little tag. I love hot air balloons, don't you? This wonderful steampunk eye. And then there's a pocket on the front, so I just pop all those in there. And then you flip him out. And in here is a wonderful bug, a steampunk bug. And then I've got another journaling card here. And on here, what I've done, I've actually left mine open at the top so I can make it into a pocket. So we've got this journaling card here. This note to self, it was part of some paper that I'd got a little bit left over of, and so I've used him on the front there. Let's tuck him back in there. We've put lots of little cogs on, and you will see if you come into the group, there's lots and lots of cogs been used on everybody's. I think the thing is we were all doing mixed media at one time, so we've got lots and lots of cogs that we've been using that have been left over. But you can still get them on Amazon, so, you know, they're around. Now, this is the back. Now, this is fun. Let's take these out first. Here's my little tags. And then here, if you take him out, he's attached to the top here. Here's our little spider. And then this, as you can see, is attached to the back. So it's all attached together. So it's all like mechanical. I wanted to give that chain mechanical, you know, because it's industry, isn't it? Steampunk is all about the Industrial Revolution combined with basically Jules Verne. If you think of this time machine, which I absolutely loved, you know, years ago, I can still remember my brothers going, ew, when the eye rolled down the skeleton's face when he's going into the future. To this day, I can remember that. And that's what it's about. And I wanted to just sort of really encompass that in here. It's wonderful. I wanted to just do a little bit more, you know, with chains and bits that move. And we've just really had so much fun with this. In the middle here, this is Zurn's creation. So she's given you the card. The backing card is part of that piece of paper that I had. And then she's given these wonderful little embellishments that you can add on to string or to chain or whatever you want. And it really makes a fun attachment. She's tied hers on the top here in the most beautiful way and then bound it. And there's this telephone. It's a typewriter. Think what you're saying today. It must be Sunday. That's come from a vintage piece of paper as well that I had stuck away. And then we've got another journaling card here, again with a bit of that paper. And look at him. Isn't he wonderful, that bug? I love that bug. I really do. And of course I've decorated the back as well. I've put some metal embellishments on. All adds to the steampunk look and feel, doesn't it? I wasn't a steampunk person. I mean, when was it Crafter's Companion first started bringing out the steampunk things, I just wasn't liking it at all. But this stuff from Zurn has just really taken the imagination away. It really has. Let's pull this out. More embellishments up here and lots of pockets. Oh, it's upside down, an upside down balloon. That's good, isn't it? I'm not going to get far on that. But I've really just thoroughly enjoyed making this. This is all to make a little topper. And for me, what I would do with this is I would actually, like I did with my last journal that I made, I would actually stick it in a pocket in the front. So when I've covered it with the fabric, I'd make a pocket at the front and tuck it in there. Let's get my tropical journal out. It's literally just here, so I can show you what I mean. Here's the tropical journal. This was last month's Creators Club, and I will do a video so you can see that. But here, you can see here is the pocket at the back. This was one of the makes, and it's from a paper bag, and I would just pop him in there like that, or you can attach it. And I know I attached my, yeah, there's my topper there. There's the topper for this month, that month. In there, I've actually glued that actually onto a page. So there's lots and lots of ways you can use the toppers. Put that on the bed so it's out the way. I'll pop all that lot put back in later. But that's the little topper for this month. Now, this is Curious Minds. Curious Minds is an add-on kit to the steampunk kit, and I've made it up into a little journal. I've just put all the papers together. I did it like a concertina, where you join them all together with a tab and make it into like a concertina and then glue the pages together. And I've left the pages at the top. If you can see, they've all got tags in. The front page hasn't. I mean, look at her little face, bless her. Now, this is part of the Scrabble pick ones that Zurn had, but these were the ones for this kit. Then she went off and made a whole set of them for the... So Vintage Industry is the original, so you can't use those in the competition because that's the original. And then I've got these fabulous tags. They're really long and lovely. I've put some of these MDF things on. I mean, you can see we've all had so much fun doing this month. I haven't got onto the main kit yet, but I will. You get these lovely roundels that I've put on. These pictures are a freebie from the group. Jamie is making videos on a Sunday. She's doing what we call Stash Buster videos. And it's about using those bits of scrap that you've got indoors, bits of Amazon packaging. There's, whoops, that way round. Lovely envelope from our Zurn. It's another add-on. And all this is about trying to use those bits up, because that's what junk journaling is originally for, isn't it? It's about using those bits of scrap, using those packagings, using that cereal box that you've got for backing things and making your covers with, and trying to use as much as possible that you wouldn't normally recycle. That's from Zurn as well. Now, this is my word. This is the word that I'm putting in. Now, my word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and which means amazing. Now, steampunk is amazing. And where that word came from, we all know that. It came from Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins was part of the Victorian era. And if you watch it, and which we all have, obviously, you've got chimney sweeps, you've got the guy up in the boat banging that off every now and again. You've got a lot of the Industrial Revolution in there, a lot of fantasy, a lot of romance. So that is the word I've come up with for Zurn's competition. The girls are going to go nuts. There's another little lass here. I love these frames with the pictures in. I think they're absolutely wonderful. But you can see there's so much we can do. I've not even shown you the inside ones, have I? The tags from the inside. Now, I actually made a couple of boards up, you know, master boards. And Jamie actually has a master board video up from one of the Sundays, which I'll link. This is my master board. There's bits in here from the kit. There's bits from other kits. There's, you know, bits that I've done from backing papers and all sorts in here. And that was my master board, and that's where all these inside tags come from. And the words on mine come from I made them up. I made them up, and I did them on Word. There's machinery. These are all part of the fussy cuts. And I just printed them off. I just type them up on Word and then print them up in whichever font I want them on, and then use them from there. But there is now a set. There is now a set of words that Emma has done. She added them, I think, about 2 days ago. Oh, funny that. I mean, the fussy cuts are just amazing, aren't they? This is what people think of when you say steampunk. You automatically think of a top hat that has been industrialised, you know, with cogs and metal bits and everything you can imagine. This is an envelope. There's lovely mermaids. Oops, pop you back in there. And there's another one there. He's your typical Victorian man, isn't he, him? And got all the clocks in the background. Oh, no. And here's another one with all your fussy cuts. I mean, look at that fabulous typewriter down there. Absolutely wonderful. Got some little envelopes here. There's a card inside there as well. If I can get it out. Yep. There's a lovely compass. Oops. Tuck you back in. But this is just a very, very small part of this huge, huge mammoth kit. And look at these gorgeous fussy cuts that we've got. There's another envelope there. And the girls are just creating some incredible makes this month. So it would be wonderful if you could all come and join us. for some inspiration and crafting. And that's the back of that one. So this is what I've made so far for this month. And our girl coming back in again. Here she comes. I don't know whether you noticed her in here. I think I flipped past her so quick I didn't see where she was. There she is. There's the small one. If you can see, you've got the big one and the small one. So you've got the wee one in here. That's half size, 2 to a page. And then you've got the big one. So it works at half size. And the tiny, tiny little brads were from Amazon. And I'm sure the word tiny was part of how I got them so small. Because they're like about 1 millimetre or 2 across. They're absolutely minuscule, you can see. And this is your normal side brad here, so you can see how tiny they are. They're absolutely minuscule. So that's Creators Club. As I say, Jamie is doing videos every Sunday at 8:30. And with the videos, there are freebies. This week, there's 2 pages of black and white photos. And we've had frames. There are just so many different things going on. And it would be wonderful if you could join us on there. But there is a brilliant video that was right at the beginning, just before we released the Steampunk kit. And it explains what steampunk is, which I think is important. Because I think a lot of people, you see steampunk and you don't actually know what it is. You know, is it to do with the punk rockers? I hope not. These are some of Jamie's fussy cuts. So she's literally just added these to the kit this month. And these are half size. These are not full size. These are half size. And these are the sort of fussy cuts that we've got. I mean, there are masses of fussy cuts this month. And they're absolutely brilliant. They really are gorgeous, gorgeous fussy cuts. Really, you know, it's just fantasy, isn't it? It's fantasy from the Victorian era. Wonderful, aren't they? Look at that dragon. I just adore dragons. So please come along and have a look. Pop into the group. Once you come into the main group, you can then join into either of the other groups. You've got your art tribe, which I'll explain again another time. And then you've got Creators Club. And Creators Club, no matter what time of month you join the club, you still have full access to everything. Once that month is finished, the group is archived, which means you still have access to it and to everything in it, but you can't comment. That is the only thing that happens, is you're no longer commenting, because the next month will be there. So if you say you wanted to do the Mermaid Club, which we did 2 months ago, you can still access that, you can still join it, but you just can't comment. But you get all the videos, all the inspiration, all the makes that the girls have done, all the photos, videos, everything. So you can join the Creators Club at any time for each individual month. So thanks for being here, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you in the new group, Junk Journal Cafe, Home of the Art Tribe, which, as I say, they've changed the name of. Was that 2 months ago they changed the name? Because it was clashing with other ones. But Emma does still put freebies up, by the way. And there is a media folder with the freebies. When she's releasing a new kit, she will put in a, you know, some sort of freebie that you can have. So they are still there. You still do get those. So she hasn't, you know, stopped doing that. So it's lovely to see you all. And of course, you know, Zurn and I have been working together for a long, long time. And, you know, her creations are just incredible. So to have all 3 of them working together, it's amazing. So do come and join us, guys. And as I say, at the moment, we've got 100 printables you've got this month. Love and blessings, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.